Ever wanted a Linux distro that just works? Not in the mood to spend hours configuring and tweaking a distro to your liking? Well, you're in luck. Pinguy OS is designed to be a fully tweaked, out-of-the-box experience. It's based on Ubuntu, uses the GNOME shell, has an awesome Conky configuration, and most importantly is ultra easy to use. Now, let's put it to the test. In this episode, you're trying out Pinguy OS 12.04, which is an Ubuntu-based Linux distro. Something that just works out of the box, ultra simple and easy to use.
My kind of operating system.
Yep, and it's for people who don't want to muck around configuring things. It's just basically configured out of the box. So this is not Arch Linux, this is Ubuntu-based, and it's basically a highly customized Ubuntu. So your first task is, what time is it?
Okay, well, we've got a lot of things happening on the side here. It's telling me about the CPU usage and all that sort of stuff. Don't need to know though. Thursday, 1st of August, 8:47.
It's got the time twice, you'll notice, so in case you're used to looking up there, you can look up there and down there.
Yeah.
By the way, this thing is called a Conky. Remember we were wondering what a Conky is? And we're saying, what's this Conky thing? Yeah. I think that was Crunchbang Linux. We're wondering what Conky was. So Conky is this one of these little display desktop things. We might go into that a bit later about what Conky is.
But just tell me one thing. For somebody who just wants something straight out of the box, doesn't want to muck around, do they really need to know this CPU usage stuff?
Well, what if you're someone who wanted to know that, but you didn't want to spend ages configuring it and mucking around to get that to appear? It's all configured for you. It's all there.
Okay, fine. Fair enough, you got me.
So your next task is to write, save and open a text document of some type.
Okay, well let's have a look. I don't think there's anything in the Conky there because I think that's just a visual.
Live session is just USB. That would usually say your name, like Diana or whatever.
Okay, that looks like a picture of a computer, but probably...
You can click on stuff if you just want to see. So just saying it's the wired connection is on.
Oh! And I've changed the desktop background. There we go.
Well, you have to manually do it in this episode.
I didn't have to muck around. Just click one thing.
Well, I'll give you a clue.
And I even like it too.
When you clicked the desktop background just then, well, not the background, that thing, you didn't change the desktop background. That doesn't change the desktop background.
Okay, so that's volume. I've got one workspace here.
That's CPU usage.
Few CPU things happening there. What's that?
The system's up to date.
Well, that's good.
Don't worry about that thing.
Okay, well, it's not there. Now, this is the launcher thing.
Yep. It's called Docky. Yeah.
Okay, well, I'm not going to go, oh, there's a bird holding a letter.
But that's the email. See, Thunderbird Mail.
Okay, well, you told me to open a document of some sort, so
you can...
I can create an email, that's a document.
No, it has to save it.
Piece of orange or mandarin.
It's called Clementine.
What do I need that for?
Well, if you wanted a piece of orange, you've got it. Now, a Clementine is something, you can click on it to find out what it is if you want.
No, that's later when I explore.
Okay.
Pinguy... Oh, Pinguy lives there in that house. Documents. Okay, I'm going to open up the documents. Now, I'm assuming you could create a document. Yes, you can. There we go.
And what type?
Just a normal document. There's no normal documents here. I'm assuming HTML.
HTML is if you want to kind of make a website.
Oh, what is this? ODB database? No. I don't want a spreadsheet. What about an ODT document?
What's below that?
Plain text. Oh, yeah, plain text document would be the one.
Okay, there you go. Now, what are you going to call it?
Plain text will do.
Okay, there it is. You've created one.
Well, I haven't written anything in it. I've only named it.
Okay, do you want to run and it's all its contents? It's an executable file.
What does that mean?
Now, you're running it.
It looks as if it's already got words in it and I didn't even create anything.
Do you want me to give you a clue?
Yeah.
You don't make documents using a file browser. If you're going to make a document, you go up to the menu at the top and you find a documents program here.
Oh, you see, I missed that because it was so faded out. That's one complaint about this operating system. Have the menu a little bit more obvious.
But remember, the desktop background can affect how easy it is displayed. In fact, you know what's funny about this? This desktop background works perfectly because it gets that Conky thing right. Yeah,
it does. Okay, Office. Office Writer. Here we are. I'm familiar with the LibreOffice because that's on all...
many Linux distros. Yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to create one. Creating one now. There we go. And I'm assuming there's a save somewhere. And that you can just name it. Oh, well, it's already
in plain
named.
text in document. Well, no, it's up there is where you name it. It's called Untitled 1.
Well, now it's... Titled 1. I
saw that.
I shouldn't have paused.
Yeah.
Okay.
Titled 1. That sounds like a name of someone. You are the Titled 1.
Okay, so I'm going to save the titled one. There we are.
Notice sometimes it's called Untitled or Untitled 1 or...
This one's
you know,
now
is the titled one.
Okay, and now I guess you're going to get me to try and look for it, right?
Yep, so using the files. Where is the documents folder?
Well, the documents folder is there.
Is it easy?
And I found the titled one.
Great.
Actually, that is really
That's good.
easy.
So all your files, so if you want your documents, is here. All your music files are in here. Pictures, videos. See, so files are here and common programs are here. So you can add all the common programs here, but then when you want to go to your
and then
files,
you've got the menu there
then
to
you've got the
things.
menu.
And you've got your good old Conky over there.
To tell you everything on the side. And what do you like about this menu? So you can click things and it shows you, for example, accessories. Then there's all the accessories.
Yeah, and I found the next task.
Okay, so can you now calculate 15 divided by 87?
There we go.
There we go, great. So next, I want you to make Conky look different. Adjust Conky.
Oh, wait a sec, how did this happen? We had the sea there, you know, under the bridge.
Yeah.
And now we've got a bike. Half a bike. I'd prefer the sea. What made the sea go away? I didn't even change anything. I'm changing desktop backgrounds without even knowing it.
It must be very easy to do this task.
The only problem is I don't know how I'm actually doing it.
Okay. So can you make Conky look a bit different? So how would you give it a different theme or something?
Well, I'm going to right click on it, but it does nothing. Where's the Conky control thing?
Do you want a clue?
It's not in workspace.
I'll give you a clue.
Maybe it's down here.
It's in the menu.
Advanced settings. Oh, it would.
So if you go in the menu, you'll find something to adjust Conky.
They should just call it Conky adjuster.
And I'll give you another Conky adjuster. And I'll give you another clue. The Conky thing is an accessory. Oh, you found it?
Yeah.
Okay, great. So.
Oh, here's the thing.
Do you want
Conky? Oh, I thought that said Conky gay theme. No, Conky grey theme. Start Conky.
You're
Kill Conky. Kill Conky.
Kill means
Get
like
rid of?
exit.
Well,
just you want to change him. You don't want to kill him.
Well, let's just say that's really getting to the point. Kill Conky. Anybody would know what that means. Get rid of it.
Well, you didn't know what it meant. You were really worried. You're like, kill Conky.
But I could have guessed what it meant.
Okay.
I mean, that's really to the point. Not mucking round.
So you want to use the Conky grey thing? Okay. Now, just wait for it for a sec. Load up. So now it's all these circles. See, the time is a circle. And see, the time is moving along the second sand and it's actually filling up the circle.
I don't know why they call it the grey theme because it's really see-through. It's only grey because it's got a grey background.
The text is grey. Notice the text is all grey.
Oh, okay.
And these little dials are all grey.
Yeah, okay, fine.
Okay.
I thought we were going to have another, like, I don't know, flashing lights around it and another picture around it.
No. Now, your next task is... What?
I just changed the background again.
I was about to say change the desktop background.
There we go. I did. Mind. I used my mind.
Sorry, it doesn't use that. Oh, this Conky looks so much better with this background. Do you notice?
Yeah, it does.
It's got the year in there and it looks really good. Okay, so to change the desktop background, I want you to do it manually. So look for a place where you change the desktop background manually.
Why do it manually when it already does it automatically?
Let's say you don't like this one.
So Does it change the background just as you're on the computer?
I'll go into that once you change the background. The answers will be revealed then.
Well, okay, let's right-click. Properties doesn't come up, so I'm assuming then you go down here to Advanced Settings, Desktop. Well, it is a desktop we want to change.
No, it's not in there.
Okay, well, logically, I would have looked there. So, to me, it's illogical that it's not there.
Do you want to go into the menu and try and go into settings and see if you can find something there?
But I mean, that setting's there.
So that's advanced settings, but yeah, it's not there.
Okay. Well, wouldn't you group all the settings together, whether they're advanced or not advanced?
There should be settings somewhere here.
System tools. Well, that looks like a little setting.
So, okay, then click it. Now
Advanced
these look like
set. Here's another advanced set. What's
that's
point
the
of
same
that?
one.
What's the point of having it there?
Because that's a shortcut, and that's a real thing. By the way, you can scroll down more.
Well, it doesn't say simple settings.
You can scroll down more.
Oh, yeah, you can too.
There's a system setting, so it's not advanced settings.
So it's normal settings. Appearance.
Now, what background would you like to use?
This. Oh, that's too harsh on the eyes, actually.
Is it? Okay.
Yep. No, got a headache. Can't take that right now.
You're red.
That'll do. That's nice.
The one. Okay.
Do you have to apply, or it's just already?
It's just already applied.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yes. What do you want? That. Okay.
Yeah,
Done.
Done. But then will this start changing?
Now let me tell you what's going on.
Yeah.
So this comes with by default this special utility here. And when you open it up, look at this. Oops, don't want to quit it. Preferences. Now it's called the
Web Builder Preferences.
Yeah. So basically, it'll rotate the wallpaper every 5 minutes.
Oh.
So every 5 minutes, and you can change that. It can be every 1 minute.
Yeah.
So which we'll do. And what it does is these photos that it's actually getting, the ones that you just saw, just then that you selected from, are default ones that come with the operating system.
Yeah.
But all the photos that you've seen before are random photos off the internet.
Really?
And so it's getting random photos off the internet. You don't know what's going to pop up. It could be a really bad image.
That could be bad. I was just thinking that.
I know.
Because if you imagine what's on the internet.
But there is a catch. It's not entirely random. So basically what it does is it gets photos from Flickr, right, which is a famous like kind of photo sharing kind of site or something like that. And it only downloads photos that are tagged as interesting.
Oh,
so it gets interesting photos off the internet. And every 24 hours, or you can even make it even faster than that, it'll get new photos. So you can make new photos every hour, and it'll keep switching a photo every minute if you want.
That's quite a novelty, actually.
Yeah,
That's quite unique. I haven't seen that with any other operating system.
Okay.
I actually like it. How interesting, but I would just be worried about
something bad
photos.
popping up. Now, one thing I want to show you, it comes with Firefox. See? Mozilla Firefox.
I noticed Firefox down there.
And you'll notice if we go to add-ons.
Just one thing. Why
Yes.
does it have a Mac?
Oh, that's just Docky. Some Linux distros come with it. Elementary OS comes with something that looks, I don't think they use Docky, but something similar. So if you look here, this is pretty interesting. It's got all these things, plugins configured. So it's got the DivX web browser, Google Talk plugin, QuickTime, Windows Media plugin. See, it's got all these things, and it's even got Flash. You know how on some distros how it says, okay, you need to go download Flash before you can use it. So it's all configured. So it's kind of a no fuss. You don't go around, you know.
So it's got all of this already.
Yeah, and extensions. It's also got ad blocker, so it'll block ads when they appear on websites.
Do you have to activate all these things?
No, they're activated.
But you can deactivate them.
Yeah. Look,
Okay.
here, disable.
Oh, of course.
See? It's got download them all, dictionary, and all this stuff built into Firefox that you don't usually get. You can get all this stuff if you wanted on your Firefox though, but you'd have to download each of these individually.
Oh, it does change. So even
though you set your own, but you can disable it.
Oh, that is quite pretty.
See, all these random things off the internet it's getting.
Hey, you know what? I really like this. This is quite a novelty. Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
Because you never know what you're going to come up with.
Yeah, so you never get bored of your background, basically.
No, you don't. At the same time, if you've got, say, a mother-in-law or something over, and you wouldn't want to have something that would make her faint.
Yeah. Another interesting thing, at the top here, you can look at the download and uploading stuff, so you can see when downloads are going on and uploads are going on there. So it's like a little tracking bar. Okay, so now I just want you to explore the operating system.
Okay, well I'm going to explore the little docky here. So let's see what docky can do.
So you've got a theme. You can change the theme of the docky.
Okay.
And it looks like that.
Yeah, I like that.
So you're going to click close now, and you can add new docs and stuff.
And I know Firefox.
Yeah.
But would that open up my Gmail?
That's could be configured to open up like a service. Look at the desktop background now. See how it keeps changing?
Yeah, I know.
So that's semi-inappropriate.
Oh, not really. That's all right. XChat.
So that's for like internet relay chat.
Now let's have a look.
Now, what do you think it is? Don't look at it. What do you think it is? If you could guess what that would be, what would it be?
Well, logically you'd assume it's recipes, but I'm assuming it's not.
It's a music player.
Right.
Clementine music player.
Well, it should have the music note.
So there we go. Your library is empty. Click here to add music. So you can quit that now.
Gosh, they're really interesting pictures.
Well, they're
really
marked as interesting.
They are.
Interesting internet pictures.
Media player.
The good thing about this VLC media player is it comes with a lot of codecs and stuff, so almost all files will work with it if you try and run them in this.
Okay. Just one question. What is the point of setting a desktop background if it's just going to change anyway? And how come I can't get this
Just
away? Oh.
Save and continue. So if you didn't want that desktop background thing to keep going on, you can just come up here to preferences.
Oh, you can.
And you can just
stop.
rotate, you can turn that off.
I wouldn't want it off because I actually like it.
You like it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Synaptic Package Manager. Okay.
So that's for downloading new software. So it's almost like a little Ubuntu software center.
They're the advanced settings,
Yeah.
yes.
And look how many programs it comes with up here. So you've got places. This is just browsing everything at once. See all. And then you've got all these accessories. See, and there's even a Gedit thing, XPad terminal.
Jot down notes. Oh, so I could have done a document, on that.
Well, you could have used Gedit. This is more like sticky notes.
Oh, yeah.
You know, on your
sticky
desktop.
notes, yeah. But you did say create a,
Yep. You know Wine?
Yeah.
How you can run Windows software on Linux?
Yes.
It's pre-configured with Wine, so as soon as you see an executable file, you don't even have to download one or anything, so Windows software runs on this straight away. That's a nice background, isn't it?
It is.
Oh, and this is for installing things. Wait, I'll show you. So let's say you want to install something, and it has a lot of things ready to install that are kind of for Windows.
Just want to ask you a question. You know how you've got the docky there, you've got your things there, you've got a menu up there, and your Conky over there.
Yep.
Can you put shortcuts on a desktop like a normal...
Yeah, you can.
Okay.
So you can put all your files on the desktop if you want. But we're in the phase now where people are putting too much. The desktop is just becoming a big junky thing.
And you wouldn't want to do it in this anyway.
Yeah, it looks so beautiful,
it would obstruct the nice pictures coming up.
So Play on Linux is great if you want to install stuff like Microsoft Office and modern games and stuff like that. So it'll run you through the install process really well.
Tell you what, this is not a bad operating system. I really don't mind it.
I can't get rid of this.
Just hide it away, like what I do.
There we go. Strange background.
How come you can't get rid of this? That's interesting. Wait a sec, I can't even get it back out. I can.
No, I try and press X. Do you want to close all Play on Linux windows? And I click yes, and it just... No, it just doesn't
get rid of it. Oh, well, just stick it
There's a little...
there. That'll do.
Just a little bug.
Gone. Good, gone. Oh, no.
Yes.
Just say no.
I've tried saying no.
And it still doesn't...
Yep. So that can just go there. Okay. Sorry, it's ruining the beauty a bit. But isn't that so much stuff that it comes with?
Yeah, it is, actually.
Look, and then all this graphics software. It's even got Pinter. Shotwell.
You know what? I don't mind this sort of thing whereby it's got everything and then you just get rid of what you don't need or whatever.
And TeamViewer.
As opposed to one that is so simplistic and that you then have to put the things in there, install all the things you want.
It's even got video editors and stuff.
Yeah, but Clementine should be in music note.
Sound and video.
I know, but the image...
Well, you think cheese is good because you know it's a webcam kind of thing.
Yeah, that's
But it tells you what everything is. See, play
wow,
music.
Look at that picture.
Yeah.
That's pretty good. We're in Paris now. Wow.
Sound recorders.
Just out of curiosity, does it have a search bar?
What's that?
Oh,
search bar, so you can type in
there.
anything you want. Oh, it's even got the Ubuntu Software Center. So that's when you get software really easily. Like, you can see all the stuff.
But you've already got all the software in this
I know.
one, right?
So you pretty much don't even need to use this. But
does this not have anything that the Software Center has? Actually, people should use this.
No.
This should be the Software Center.
No, there's a lot more stuff. There's thousands of packages. This probably only includes about 100.
Oh, wow.
See?
Look at that,
It's just so much.
That's the Golden Gate, isn't it, in America?
I think, yeah. But there's just so much stuff here. Okay, so I want you to give me a little review of what you think about Pinguy OS.
I actually don't mind it. I would rate it amongst the top because it's very easy to use. I mean, I did find my way around, and I'm sure that I could find my way around even if you weren't helping me. The menu here is just very like the Windows Start menu, which is down here. It's got a Mac-like program launcher thing, which you can add to if you like, and that's great. It's got all your document stuff there. I wouldn't use a Conky though. I don't have a need for a Conky.
Does it look nice?
Yeah,
The
it's
Conky.
simplistic, yet not simplistic in that it's got everything in it. It's not so simplistic that it's got the bare minimum.
Yeah.
It's simplistic, but has everything. And I like that, actually. I really like that because it saves you the trouble of having to find things that you need to add to it, then install them or add them, whatever. This has it all. I mean, if anything, you can get rid of stuff you're not going to use. And I think this is quite interesting, this changing images thing from random things, but also at the same time,
Yeah, it's risky.
could be a problem. But look, we haven't come up with it.
I did yesterday.
Did you?
When I was testing this out, I saw a photo of someone's spine cut out of their body and them sitting up with a spine coming out of their body with blood everywhere.
That is inappropriate. Very interesting though.
Well, it was tagged as interesting.
Interesting. Yeah, no, not a bad operator. I can't really say anything bad about it because it is intuitive. It's simplistic, but not so simplistic that it doesn't have everything. It's got everything. I like it. I like it a lot.
Do you think this is better than Elementary OS?
Yes, I do actually.
Okay.
Sorry to the to the Elementary OS subscriber to us, but to be completely honest, yes, I do. Is it as fast as Elementary?
It's got this thing called preload in it or whatever it is to try and make it fast. Elementary uses it as well, but this is a little bit more jammed pack.
Because I don't have a problem with the speed of this. I mean, Elementary's great in that it's so fast, but this one doesn't have a problem with speed. I would rather have all these more, extra features
Rather than the simplicity.
as opposed to so simplistic and just hinging on, the speed, but then you lose a bit.
Yeah.
No, this is great. I love it. I do love this one.
Does it look better than Windows XP?
Yes, it does. Of course it does. Very interesting.
Does it look better than Windows 7?
Oh, we got the same image.
What it does is every 24 hours, I think it gets about 25 photos or so, and it'll flip between them every minute, right? For 24 hours, unless you do it every hour, then it'll get even more.
Oh,
but
I
it's
see.
basically downloading 20 images every 24 hours, and it'll flip between them every minute. So
Okay.
the longer you have it for, the more images there'll be to change between.
Yeah, okay. I love it. Great. And you said it is compatible with Windows programs.
Windows stuff out of the box. As soon as you open something, it's configured to open. Like if,
And
for
Mac
example,
as well.
they're not quite into doing Mac stuff yet. They are doing some project called Darwin. Darwin's not included with this as far as I know, but Darwin is something that they're working on to have compatibility with Mac programs on Linux. So then Linux will be able to do Windows, Mac and Linux. Why use anything else kind of
okay.
thing. If you wanted to run Mac stuff on this, you might be able to through a hacked VirtualBox. Like, VirtualBox is an emulation software and stuff, but that's very advanced. This is for people who just want simple, something that works out of the box and that's easy to use.
Well, this is it. And jam-packed with all these other features. Good.
Now that you've been kind of introduced to Conky with Pinguy OS, I want to show you something pretty cool. These are some Conky configurations. So there's one there. So you can see the time and all this other stuff. There's another configuration with even the weather and stuff.
Yeah.
There's one that looks pretty simplistic, see?
I still don't have a need for a Conky though.
There's one that just pretty much tells you the time and stuff in the middle of the desktop and has interesting writing. Tell me which one of these Conkys is your favourite. And that looks pretty interesting, that desktop, doesn't it? With those things coming out the top like that. And,
Yeah.
and there's a top bar Conky so it's not so intrusive. Tron Conky style. Look, it's got all these little things, CPU, and see how it's got these nice round progress bars. And does that one look pretty cool? It's got the time, date, and then the CPU usage. See those little bars there? That's actually saying CPU usage and memory usage and stuff.
That's
with
actually
white bars,
a pretty good
curvy.
one.
Yeah.
It's quite stylish.
And then some weird one here.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's kind of what Conky is. It's all about displaying information on your desktop, but in a nice way.
Okay.
Can you now turn off the computer?
Okay, well I'm assuming it would be in menu. And go down here.
So those are all the programs.
Yeah, no, okay. It's obviously
Maybe you could even try typing turn off if you wanted.
Let's have a look.
No. Turning off your computer properly.
Well, that's exactly
Oh, that's
what I
actually a
wanna
Microsoft link. So it's taking you to Microsoft, telling you how to turn off your computer if you're using a Microsoft computer.
It doesn't work.
Well, this isn't exactly Windows.
No, I know. Okay, let's have a look around here. Because it is very similar actually to elementary. Maybe it's somewhere here. Ah, there we are. Power off. Power off.
There we go. That's shutting down. Final question. Is this the best Linux distro you've ever tried out of the box?
Honestly, I can't answer that because I have tried so many of them. I loved Linux Mint. No, I've liked so many of them, and some of them are just a bit of a distant memory right now. I can barely remembering. So in all fairness, I'm not going to compare it to all the other Linux ones because honestly, I can't remember all the ones that I've tried. But let's say it's one of the top.
Would you recommend this to someone who's never used Linux before?
Oh, definitely.
Okay, so you would definitely call this a beginner distro?
Yes. It's got everything in it and it's quite logical where things are and you can find them anyway.
And do you think it's good for both Mac and PC users? So people who use Windows and Mac?
Yeah, definitely. Because
it's got elements from both.
Familiar Mac dock and it's got the Windows menu, but instead of having it down there, it's got it up there.
Yeah.
So yeah, it does.
Okay, see you next time.
See you next time. Bye.